Beloved soul, your name is being spoken in sacred spaces. What started as a quiet feeling in one heart has become a celebrated truth among family and friends. The one who loves you is no longer hiding it. They are confessing it, and heaven is amplifying their voice. This is not a hidden crush. It is a divinely witnessed love, confirmed by the peace it brings to everyone who hears your name. Welcome to Angel Messages for You, where we reveal the love stories that heaven has already blessed in the hearts of those who matter most. If you have ever felt an unexplainable sense of being cherished from afar, or a quiet knowing that you are being prayed over in family circles, this message is your divine invitation into that celebration. Subscribe now, because your story is being written into the lives of those you are destined to join. When this word of public, holy affirmation resonates as the confirmation your spirit has been waiting for, comment below and simply say, "I receive this." Your acceptance welcomes this blessed reality. For those moved to support this channel of celestial confirmation, your super thanks helps us spread this joyful news to other hearts waiting to be seen and celebrated. Now lean in and listen. What you are about to hear is the beautiful, detailed account of how your love has become a testimony, spoken freely in living rooms and car rides, and why heaven is rejoicing over the sound of your name. They didn't plan to tell anyone. At first, they tried to keep it quiet. They thought this feeling would pass, but it didn't. It grew stronger, day by day, night after night, until they couldn't hide it anymore. Your name slipped from their lips, first in whispers, then in full confessions. They talked about your smile, they described your kindness, they shared the way you make them feel safe. It shocked them, and it shocked the people around them. 2. Their friends raised their eyebrows. Their family leaned in closer. But what they said next? Even heaven listened, because they didn't just talk about attraction, they spoke about destiny. They said, "I think I found the one." They said, "There's something different about this connection." They said, "I feel peace when I think about them." That's not ordinary, that's divine. And their family noticed it, their friends noticed it, even the ones who don't believe in love anymore, even the ones who warned them not to fall too fast. They all felt something shift, because the light they carry when they speak about you, it's holy, it's honest, it's undeniable. You may not know it yet, but your name is being carried in living rooms, in car rides, in voice notes late at night, in family dinners, when they push their food around and dream. Their heart is on the table and your face is in their mind. They've shown pictures of you. They've smiled while describing your energy. They've said things like, "I don't know how to explain it, but they make me feel like God is close." And when someone says that, heaven confirms it. Every good and perfect gift is from above. James 1:17. This is not just romance, this is revelation. This is not just admiration, this is alignment. God is letting them see what you carry, and the people around them, they're beginning to see it too. Even the ones who were skeptical are quiet now, because there's something about you that even critics can't deny. You don't have to prove anything, because your spirit speaks louder than your words, and your love, it is preaching without a pulpit. Your presence, it is ministering to people you've never even met. They're talking about your heart. They're saying you're not like the others. They're confessing that something in you feels safe and deep and real, and when you're not around. They miss you in rooms you've never walked into. That's the power of divine love. That's the movement of heaven behind the scenes. God is setting the stage, people are taking notice, and angels are rejoicing, because love is no longer hidden. It is being declared, spoken out, loud, named, and celebrated, not just by the one who feels it, but by the people who matter in their life. It's not always easy. Some people were shocked, some were confused, but over time, even they had to admit something sacred was happening, because peace followed your name, and peace doesn't lie. Let the peace of God rule in your hearts. Colossians 3:15. Their friends asked them if they're sure. They said yes. Their siblings teased them, but they smiled anyway. Their parents asked tough questions, and still, they answered with faith, because your love doesn't weaken them. It strengthens them. It doesn't distract them. It reminds them of purpose. They told someone recently, "I feel closer to God when I talk to them." And the room went silent, because that kind of love, it's not normal, it's not fake, it's not fleeting, it's holy, it's deep, it's eternal, and it's growing right now. Even as you watch this, you may not know the full story, but heaven does. And this message is your confirmation. They've been talking about you, and what they're saying will shock you because it's beautiful, it's real, it's vulnerable, and it's God ordained. Your name has entered their sacred spaces, and God is making sure it stays there. Now is the time to believe. Your love has made its way through conversations and into family hearts. What started as a secret has become a sacred announcement, and the heavens are in full agreement. Type, "I receive this" in the comments to seal this word in faith. Tap the like button to say, Amen. Subscribe to Angel Messages for you so you never miss what heaven is whispering about your name. And if this word touched you deeply, send a super thanks to sow into this message and help others hear the truth about their divine love. Now breathe in and receive this truth. Your name is being spoken with love, and you didn't even have to ask, because when something is real, it reveals itself even when you're not looking. And you are already seen. They asked them again, "Are you sure it's them?" And this time, they didn't hesitate. They nodded with eyes full of fire and peace. Because when the right soul shows up, the confusion disappears, uncertainty takes its place. They told their closest friend, and their voice cracked when they said your name. They shared the dreams they've had about you. They described the way they feel when they think of your face. It wasn't just attraction, it was reverence. Their friend went quiet, then said, "I've never seen you like this before." That's how you know, when even the people who know them best are stunned by the depth of this transformation. They confess things they never thought they'd say. They opened up about their fears, and they admitted something bold. They said, "I think I've loved them before I even met them." And the friend, they believed them, because heaven was all over those words. Their family noticed they were smiling more. They noticed they were softer. They noticed they were no longer chasing distractions. That's what you've done without forcing anything. You've awakened something eternal in their soul. They started to plan their future with you. They didn't tell you yet, but they've envisioned everything, not just dates, but decades, not just romance, but roots. They imagined waking up next to you. They imagined introducing you to their parents. They imagined what it would be like to build a life with you, and every time they pictured it, they felt safe. They felt right. They felt God. They heard him say, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart." Psalm 37:4, you are that desire, heaven's gift to them, and they know it more and more each day. They've been speaking your name in prayer. They've been asking God to give them wisdom. They've been preparing to come. Correct, because you're not a fling, you're a future. You're not a chapter, you're the story. They told their sibling, you're the one that changes everything. And even though that sibling didn't understand it fully, they remembered those words. They kept asking questions, and they got curious because you've stirred something. Even in those who weren't paying attention before, you've become the name that causes pause, the name that lights up their loved one's face, the name that makes them want to protect, to support, to believe again. Some people in their life had stopped believing in true love until you came up in conversation, and suddenly they're rethinking everything. Your presence has been healing, even at a distance. You've been the mirror of what love looks like. When heaven writes the script, they told their mother about your heart, not your looks, not your status, but your spirit. And their mother, she closed her eyes and said, "Hold on to that," because she knows. She felt it. Before she ever met you, she said, "That sounds like someone sent from God." And she was right, because you were. Every time they bring you up, it's not drama, it's not doubt, it's not gossip, it's gratitude. Because what they feel for you, it's not something they created, it's something heaven revealed. They told their best friend, "You're not perfect, but you're the perfect one for them." And that friend laughed and said, "Then don't mess this up." And that's exactly what they're trying not to do. They've been quiet lately because they're planning, not plotting, planning, because love like this requires intention. It deserves clarity. They're preparing to speak soon, but for now, They're letting the people around them get used to the idea of you, and guess what? The more they talk about you, the more those people soften, even the ones who were unsure at first, even the ones who wanted someone different for them. They're realizing something. You make them better. You inspire them. You help them return to God. And that is rare, that is sacred, that is divine. So yes, you've been the topic of conversation, but not out of confusion, out of conviction, out of love, out of heaven's timing finally being seen in the natural. And now, the tide is turning. The atmosphere is shifting because your love is not just being felt, it's being witnessed. And that kind of love can't be ignored. By this all will know that you are my disciples, if you love one another. John 13:35, your love is testifying to heaven and to their family, to their circle, to their closest companions. This is your confirmation. You didn't imagine the shift. It's real, it's unfolding, and it's beautiful. If this message stirs something deep in your soul, don't scroll past it. Pause and type, "Heaven is revealing me," in the comments. Tap. Like if you believe this love is meant to last. Subscribe to Angel Messages. For you, if you want to stay in the flow of divine guidance like this and bless someone else who needs this. Truth by sending a super thanks today. You're not just known in heaven, you're becoming known here. 2, your name is being honored in spaces you didn't even know you entered, all because your spirit speaks loud. Even when your mouth is silent, they didn't expect it to go this far, not this fast, not this deep. But the moment they said your name, something sacred began. Their mother noticed a softness in their voice. Their father asked fewer questions than usual. Their aunt smiled like she knew something divine had begun, because they all felt it, the shift, the weight, the anointing. Even those who didn't understand it in the beginning are starting to bow to the peace it brings, because your name has changed the air. It brings calm into conversations. It brings clarity into chaos. It brings God into rooms where doubt once sat, and that can't be explained away. It's a sign of favor, of timing, of spiritual connection. Even the skeptic friend, the one who never trusts anyone, they said something strange the other night. They said, "I don't know why, but I think they're the real deal." And everyone paused, because that friend never says things like that. That's how strong your energy is. It's shifting the hardest hearts and healing the most jaded ones. One of their cousins asked them, "How do you know it's love?" And they said, without blinking, "Because I feel God's peace when I think of them." That was the first time they ever said that out loud. And it felt right. It felt holy. Because peace like that is not self-made, it's heaven-sent. Now the Lord of peace himself give you peace always by all means. 2 Thessalonians 3:16, they've started talking about where they'd live with you. They've wondered what you'd like for breakfast. They've imagined sitting beside you in worship. They've pictured what your laughter would sound like echoing in their kitchen. They've told their sister that you feel like home, not just comfort, but covenant. Not just fun, but faith. Their brother asked, "Then what makes you so different?" And they said, "They make me feel seen." That one sentence made the whole room quiet, because everyone knew that's all they ever wanted, to feel seen, to feel safe, to feel chosen. And with you, they do. They really do. Some of them tried to warn them, tried to pull them back, tried to challenge what they felt, but love this pure can't be hidden, it can't be shaken, it can't be explained away, because it's not rooted in fantasy, it's rooted in faith. They've prayed about you more than you know. They've laid awake at night asking God for signs, and every time you came to mind in dreams, in sudden memories, in random moments that felt like divine echoes. They knew, they just knew, even if they couldn't explain it to others. They told their best friend that you make them want to be better. That's how it starts. That's how healing begins, when love doesn't demand perfection, but inspires growth. They said, They don't try to fix me, but they help me want to heal. And that's when their friend said, then they're heaven sent. Because that's the kind of love that lasts, and everyone around them. They're starting to see that now. One of their friends even admitted they prayed for them, prayed that if this was real, God would give them clarity. And that night, they had a dream of you, and the dream brought peace. That's not coincidence, that's confirmation, that's divine. One of their elders in the family said something powerful. They said, when you talk about them, I feel like I'm hearing about your future. And those words have stayed with them because they've never felt this before. This calm, this certainty, this kind of holy alignment, and the people closest to them. They see it too. They hear it in their tone. They see it in their posture. They feel it in the room, even when you're not there. You're changing things. You're preparing hearts. You're planting seeds of hope, of belief, of covenant. Your name carries weight. It carries favor. It carries divine fingerprints. And that's why the family and friends are no longer just listening. They're leaning in. They're watching. They're waiting, and some of them are even praying for you already because they know you're different, you're sent, you're the one they've been hoping their loved one would find, not for status, not for success, but for wholeness, for truth, for kingdom love. You are that answer, and it's showing in every conversation, in every reaction, in every surprised smile when your name comes up again. They're starting to believe because heaven is making it clear you are not just a moment, you are the promise. If this part of the message resonates in your soul, type I am the promise in the comments now. Click the like button if you feel peace in your heart as confirmation. Don't forget to subscribe to Angel Messages for you to stay in tune with what heaven is whispering to you daily. And if you feel led to support the spreading of these divine truths, tap that super thanks to bless this ministry and help others receive these revelations. You are not hidden, you are known, and now you are being talked about with love and honor by people who used to question everything. That's what divine timing does. They didn't plan to fall this hard, but God did. And when heaven plans something, nothing on earth can stop it. Their family thought it was just a phase. They assumed it would pass, but it didn't. It deepened, it matured. It rooted itself in something bigger than feelings. It anchored in faith, and now they're seeing it clearly. This isn't infatuation. It's divine instruction. This isn't a fling. It's a future. This isn't random. It's revelation. They told their cousin something raw recently. They said, when I think about marrying them, I feel peace. And that cousin, who's usually sarcastic, fell silent. Because real love silences the mockers. It quiets the doubtful. It stirs up awe, even in the ones who don't believe in fairy tales anymore. They've been showing your picture to the ones they trust, not out of pride, but out of reverence, because they see you as a gift, a blessing they don't want to mishandle, a miracle they want to protect, a light they never expected to find. And now that they've seen it, they can't unsee it. They're watching you grow from afar. They're admiring how you carry yourself. They're studying how you move with purpose. They've told people they're strong but still gentle. They love deeply but don't beg for love. They walk with God, and that's what drew me in. And when they say these things, people listen, because it's not just what they say about you, it's how they say it, with honor, with awe, with a holy hush in their voice. Their father, who doesn't say much, recently asked, how long have you been thinking about this person? And they replied, since the moment I met them, and even before. That's when their father nodded, didn't push back, didn't question it, just nodded. That's when they knew. He felt it too, maybe not the full picture, but enough to recognize divine alignment. Two are better than one. Or if they fall, one will lift up the other. Ecclesiastes 4:9-10. They believe you're that other, the one who lifts, who strengthens, who walks beside. Their best friend asked them, "Would you really marry them?" And they said, "I already feel like my soul has." That answer came from a place no one could argue with, because some truths can't be debated, only witnessed, and that's what's happening now. The people closest to them, they're watching, observing, accepting, even the ones who didn't at first, because the evidence is overwhelming. This isn't just attraction, it's alignment. It's not built on performance, it's built on purpose. It's not glued together by emotion, it's held by heaven. Your name is in their group chats, your story is in their prayers, your impact is in their heartbeats. They're talking about you during coffee, during long drives, during late night heart-to-hearts, and each time your presence changes the atmosphere. You've shifted things without even speaking. That's what favor does. That's what destiny sounds like when it starts to echo in the ears of others. It's not just about them anymore. It's about everyone connected to them, because your love is not small. It's generational. It's prophetic. It's kingdom, and kingdom love doesn't come quietly. It shows up and rewrites every previous chapter. Your name is rewriting their past, redeeming their mistakes, reigniting their hope. You are the redemption story their family didn't expect, but now they're leaning into it. They're preparing for it. They're starting to pray over it, even the ones who were cold before. They're warming up, because love like this, it carries the evidence of God's hand. They've told more people about you than you think, and every time they choose their words carefully, because you matter to them, and they won't let anyone speak casually about you. That's love, that's protection, that's honor, that's covenant, and the ones listening, they feel it too. Your name is becoming sacred, in homes you haven't walked into, in hearts you haven't touched yet. But your presence is already preparing the soil, and God is watering it with favor. If this message confirms something in your spirit, type "favor surrounds me" in the comments right now. Tap the like button as your faith agreement. Don't forget to subscribe to Angel Messages for you, so you don't miss your next divine word. And if this word blessed you and you want to help it reach more hearts, tap the super thanks and sow into the truth that is shifting your future. You're not just known, you're respected. You're not just mentioned, you're honored. You're not just loved, you're part of their future. And heaven is making sure it all comes together. They've started preparing in silence, not because they're unsure, but because they want to protect what's sacred. They've told enough people now, and the reactions have changed everything. At first, there was doubt.